Welcome to Wisdom Outlined Coaching. My name is Askar Khan, your math coach. In this lesson, we will study understanding number systems. So let's dive into the lesson. Let us understand the number system with the help of a number line. We all have drawn number lines in our lower grades. They look something like this. Let's take a basic number line. You have a straight line, in the middle is 0, and on the left of the number line, on the right of the number line, you have all positive numbers. Let's take them as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And on the left hand side of 0, you have all negative numbers, -1, -2, -3, -4, and so on. We also know that as we move far away from 0 on the negative side, the numbers get smaller. And as we move far away from 0 on the right hand side, the numbers get larger. Of course, we have studied all this in our lower grades. Now let us understand the number system. All the numbers starting from 1 and upwards, they are called natural numbers. Natural numbers represented with the letter N. All the numbers starting from 0 and upwards, they are called whole numbers, represented with the letter W. All the numbers that are negatives, 0, and the positives together, they are called integers, represented with the letter Z. Why are they represented with the letter Z? Because Z comes from the German word zählen, which means to count. So basically, all the negative numbers like -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, they all are negative numbers. Let's have a quick quiz. Number 5. Is it a natural number? Yes. Is it a whole number? Yes. Is it an integer? Yes. Now, another question. All natural numbers are whole numbers. True or false? True. Because all natural numbers fall within the whole numbers. Okay. All whole numbers are natural numbers. True or false? False. Because 0 is a whole number, but 0 is not a natural number. So you get the point. The classification, the basic classification of numbers: natural numbers, whole numbers, and integers. Okay, now let us understand what are rational numbers. Rational numbers are numbers that can be written as a fraction in the form P over Q, where P is an integer. We already know what integers are: negatives, positives, and 0. And Q is an integer, but Q cannot be equal to 0. That makes sense, because you cannot have a denominator as 0, because you can't divide something by nothing. So what are rational numbers? Rational numbers are numbers that can be written in the form P over Q, where P is an integer and Q is an integer, but Q cannot be 0. Okay, let's look at some examples. 5 over 8. Is this a rational number? Yes, because 5 is an integer 8 is an integer. Therefore, 5 over 8 is a rational number. Fine. What about 1 over 2? Is it a rational number? Yes, because 1 is an integer, 2 is an integer. Therefore, 1 over 2 is a rational number. Okay. What about 8? Think. Can I write 8 as 8 over 1? It's the same thing. So, is 8 an integer? Yes. Is 1 an integer? Yes. So, is merely 8 a rational number? Yes. So, now you get an idea of what rational numbers are. Let's take another example. Negative 8 over 3. Is it a rational number? Yes, because negative 8 is an integer, 3 is an integer. Therefore, negative 8 over 3 is a rational number. Okay. 8 over 0. Is it a rational number? No, because look at the definition. The denominator cannot be 0. Therefore, 8 over 0 is not a rational number. Fine. Now think carefully. 0 over 7. Is it a rational number? Yes. Is 0 an integer? Is 7 an integer? Yes. So 0 over 7, which basically means 0, is a rational number. Get the point? And rational numbers are represented with the letter Q. Why Q? Because rational comes from ratio and Q comes from quotient. So when you're dividing fractions, when you're considering the quotient, so the word Q is represented for rational numbers. So you understand now what rational numbers are, and looking at the number, you are able to identify whether the number is a rational number or not. What is an irrational number? Simply speaking, a number that is not a rational number is an irrational number. In other words, a number that cannot be written in the form P over Q is an irrational number. Examples of irrational numbers include square root 2, square root 3, square root 4, not square root 4, square root 5, pi, you have come across this, and decimal representations. We will see the decimal representations later. So these are examples of irrational numbers. In general, square root of any non-perfect square will be an irrational number. You know what perfect squares are? For example, 2 times 2 is 4. Square root 4 is 2. So 4 is a perfect square. 3 times 3 is 9. Square root 9 is 3. So 9 is a perfect square. You get the idea? Okay. Square 16. Is it a perfect square? Yes, because 4 times 4 is 16. Square root 16 is 4. So an irrational number is square root of a non-perfect square. For example, square root 7. Is 7 a perfect square? No. So therefore, square root 7 is an irrational number. You get the idea now? Okay, think about it and answer. Square root 25. Is it rational or irrational? Is 25 a perfect square? Yes, because 5 times 5 is 25. Therefore, square root 25 is nothing but 5, which is a rational number. Understand? Okay, think now. Square root of 29. Rational or irrational? Ask yourself the question, is 29 a perfect square? No. Therefore, square root 29 is an irrational number. Get the idea? Clear? So we understood what rational numbers are and irrational numbers are. Rational numbers and irrational numbers together are called real numbers. And all real numbers can be marked on the number line. That's why the number line is also called as a real number line. So every real number can be represented on a number line, and each real number occupies a unique position on the number line. So this was all about number systems: natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers. We have to further understand what rational numbers are and how can they be represented as decimals. We will look at this in our upcoming videos. Thank you for watching this video lesson. Do subscribe to this channel and stay tuned for more videos to enhance your knowledge in mathematics. If you're looking for math coaching classes, you can WhatsApp me on the number given in the description below. And do share these videos with your friends. Thank you.